What's going on, guys? It's Halloween VIDZ, and today I'll be doing an unboxing and setup of the Spirit Halloween 2025 Jack the Reaper Animatronic. Okay, so without further ado, let's get right into the unboxing. This is my first in-store purchase for Spirit Halloween for the 2025 season. I am super excited. This is none other than the mascot himself, Jack the Reaper from Spirit Halloween. I was so excited we got this guy as an animatronic. I'm a huge fan of all the Spirit Halloween memorabilia and merchandise, and to have an actual animatronic of Jack himself is just honestly phenomenal. And I'm very happy with how this guy turned out, because I did already set him up in store, and I did see him in person, and I'm just beyond impressed with his overall design. But with that out of the way, let's just go over the box real quick. I love the new design for the box for the 2025 season. And they are made with a very nice, sturdy cardboard now. And I think they do advertise that too. But here is the front of the box. I love how it says collector's item, because again, this is Jack the Reaper. And then here is the side of the box here, where they do have a QR code like they used to back in the day, where you can scan to see action. And then it has more information, such as his motion tracking technology, which works on both the hand and the face. There is his SKU with price, or no, without the price. I believe he was $329.99, which the price will be more about into review of this guy. But here is the thing. Although the modern lore of Jack the Reaper began in the 1980s, his story dates back centuries with dreaded warnings scratched in the dark corners of rooms claimed to be haunted. In the ramblings of men certain they'd seen death himself. Some claim he's the devil's right hand, some a relic of the damned, some the thing underneath your bed, and others worship him as the embodiment of all things Halloween. There are claims that he bested the king of demons in a game of chance to harness his power, and now Jack can see every soul's worst fear with his glowing red eye. However, one thing we know is true. If the sky begins to glow orange, the sound of bats swirls around your ears, and you hear Jack's voice, you best have your affairs in order, because you won't be long for this world or the next. Alright, really cool there. I love the little story. I always love the little attention to detail with the story. It really adds some character to the animatronics. Here's the other side of the box. I love how they have this now. They show a little comparison to the average human height of 6 feet. It stands 7 feet 6 inches tall, so 7.5 feet at the tallest point, which I think is really cool. But yeah, again, really love these new sturdy boxes, and they all have pull-out tabs as well as the releasable cardboard trays. So yeah, without any more hesitation, let's get all the parts out of the box. Alrighty, so I did get all the pieces out of the box, and my goodness, there is a lot. Alright, I'll just start from here and just work my way towards the back. We have the 2 arm pulls. We have his behemoth of a base with all the metal supports. We have the 3 support poles here, his adapter, the top of his scythe, which I think looks phenomenal. I love the detailing on that. We have his clothing, his shawl, his hood, and then the arm cover, or hand cover, I guess. We have both of his hands, the one hand that will be holding the scythe, and the other with the motion tracker sensor. We have the information here about the motion tracking technology. We have his instructions here for those of you who are interested. There is quite a bit that goes into the setup, and it is rather complicated, I will not lie. Probably the most complicated one for this season, but it's not like old Crazy Create complicated and annoying. It's not that. It's just the clothing's probably the hardest part. I'll actually get to the head last. We have his torso with mechanism and control box. We have 2 frames here. Both are for his body, just to form his body around the poles. And then we have his head, which I think the head looks phenomenal. I mean, just look at that. As you can tell by the Jack the Reaper in the back, I think they did an excellent job of capturing the likeness of Jack the Reaper. All right, well, I just went over all the parts. Now you know what time it is. It is time to get into a time lapse of setting him up. right, so I have him fully assembled, and my gosh, is he huge. He just fits in my room. He is massive. Setup wasn't too bad. Honestly, the hardest part is just getting the clothing around the frame. That's probably the most difficult part about this build. But he is by Seasonal Visions, so like they're not the most complicated thing in the world. A lot of cotter pins too, just to keep them secure, which I am glad they are adding those, just to help your animatronics stay more secure in transport and just preventing them from breaking apart is easy. But yeah, I did screw up. I was getting ahead of myself. I don't know if you saw on the time lapse by putting the scythe on too early, but I did get that fixed nonetheless. Then I also had it backwards, but yeah, really happy about this guy. He just, honestly, like, the perfect Jack the Reaper animatronic. I think he is really well done. I love the voice. I wasn't sure if they were going to add a voice or not, because, I mean, we've never seen a voice with Jack the Reaper, so I thought it was really cool that they finally put a voice to the guy. I wonder if they'll utilize that more. Only time will tell. But enough hesitating. Let's get into a quick little demo.
I can see straight into your soul. You can never escape my evil eye. It's too late to run. It's too late to hide. You don't even have time to scream.
And then I'll do another one real quick with the motion tracking technology.
I see you. I follow you around every dark corner. Creep along with the monsters under your bed and turn your dreams into nightmares.
But yeah, he's a really, really cool animatronic. I am super happy with the Jack the Reaper animatronic at Spirit Halloween. Honestly, apart from the lackluster 2025 lineup, in my opinion, Jack the Reaper definitely stands out amongst the crowd. He's going to be a huge seller. If you are thinking about getting this guy, definitely get him as soon as possible. I do expect this guy to sell out. He just is very popular. He actually already sold out in my store, and we already have people asking for him again. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Be on the lookout for a 4K demo as well as a review on the channel within the coming days. And until next time, see ya.